Q.
Hafa Guam, Adriana Cotero here, and I am joined with University of Guam President Thomas Krise. Hello, President Krise. Thank you for joining me. We are discussing how the remaining of the spring semester will be taught online, which you guys just came out with the announcement yesterday.
That's true.
So, So with that being said, effective Monday, April 6th, all classes will be transitioned to online courses.
That's
true. I know along with this, there was some different deadline extensions and also that final exams, which we should know are still scheduled for May 18th to the 22nd. That's so right. If we want to just highlight on some of those different extensions and also how the online classes will work.
Mm-hmm. So it's good to know that 15% of our classes were already online before we started. So those classes are actually carrying on through all of this as if nothing's happened. So so that's at least a start. And then all the other classes are either online or some other kind of distance format. So we've tried to maximize the flexibility for faculty to be able to figure out this new situation. So this coming week, the week of the 30th, we'll be doing a lot of training and sort of dry running and trying to make sure everything is up and ready for full launch on Monday the 6th. And our semesters are a little longer than they need to be for our sort of accreditation purposes and so on. I think traditionally we've had slightly longer semesters to accommodate basically typhoon days out. So we sort of have some built-in space there, so that allows the faculty some more flexibility. So in this current week is spring break, so that's been pretty good timing for most people to try to.
You were able to factor it into that. Okay.
Yeah. Tremendous amount of work though, getting the faculty trying to figure out how to do this. We had about half of the faculty were ready with the Moodle platform, so we had another roughly half of the faculty to learn how to accommodate this. And normally a faculty member would spend a semester, maybe even a whole year, developing an online version of a course. So to be doing this in such a short period of time is an amazing achievement for the faculty, for our IT staff, who have all been terrific. I mean, they're just fully energized, very excited about this opportunity, and amazingly calm, and sort of solving the problems and keeping everybody sort of on track. It's been really impressive to see all that.
So that was actually going to be one of my next questions, was what program you guys would be using. So you said Moodle, and that's something that the university has already been using for classes that were already virtual or online then, right?
Yes, for a number of years, yeah. So that's the 15% of our classes that are online are all on the Moodle platform, yeah.
Roughly how many classes are taught at the university that'll all be transitioning over?
Oh, that's a good. It's many, many, many hundreds. I don't know what the number is. Sorry. So yeah.
So what about the different courses that people, I guess, like with nursing, you kind of have to have hours put in or set forth, right, with situations like that. How will you guys accommodate that, or will there be any major impact for people that need to do, be present for to put their hours in?
Right. So nursing's in a really special category because of this emergency. So the faculty are very, very engaged in the public health response and helping to staff the 10 satellite centers for public health. So our nursing faculty are flat out working like crazy to help us all deal with this emergency. The students are also helping in ways that they can, and we're trying very hard to keep their programs going, because we all need these brand new nurses to be graduated and helping us through this challenge. So nursing's in its own special category. I'd say the whole university community is sort of surrounding them and trying to make sure that they can focus on what they do best, which is delivering healthcare. Also, our psychological services, ESA center, is very busy helping all of us deal with these kinds of things, both on and off campus. They're doing a lot of work off campus as well with other people. Our IT people are helping a lot with a lot of different parts of this whole adjustment to the current world. So it's important to know there are parts of the university that are in overdrive trying to sort of accommodate all of this. And many other people are stepping in to help with things like getting food donations and getting food and water to public health. We're trying to get support services, helping runners and people doing errands, trying to figure out how to adjust. So there's a lot going on in those ways. For other courses that are that require like lab work or field work, then anything like that requires very strict social distancing. And so we do have, we have lab animals and plants that need tending. And so we have faculty and graduate students and some senior level undergraduate students who are taking care of labs or carrying out experiments and so on. So there are some people who are engaged in person with certain kinds of research and educational kinds of things, but we're trying to minimize that and making sure that it's very strict social distancing.
So final exams are still scheduled for May 18th to the 22nd, and graduation is still as planned, correct?
So graduation, the ceremony will stay tuned for that. I mean, we have to see how long this goes on and so on. But we'll certainly make sure that the diplomas, and transcripts are prepared on time. That we're planning to do. How the ceremonies, how we manage that is another challenge. So we'll work on that. So
there may be an announcement forthcoming then.
I would anticipate that for all kinds of things. Right.
I mean, our students will still receive their diplomas, though. Yes. I did read that as well in the press release. And then let's go over the different deadlines that have been extended. Do you have those on hand?
Let's see. I can look here. So some of them, yeah. Let's see. Were there ones that you're particularly interested in for deadlines of different kinds?
Yeah, just to inform the community here. I think, let me see, I can probably pull it up here. So for financial aid, April 6th.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm afraid I don't have those in front of me for those particular things.
So I'll read them off real quick, and then just so people know that are tuning in right now. But so for financial aid, April 6th, voluntary course withdrawal will be April 15th, special project and credit by exam would be April 17th, and tuition payments by April 30th. Mm-hmm. So those are the different deadline extensions, which we'll have up online too on web. I believe they're actually already there for everyone. Mm-hmm. Now, making this transition, you said that you guys have been working very hard to get it. Were there any difficulties at all with having it all go online?
Oh, yes, I'd say
there'll be training as well. So
yeah. So it's a huge undertaking, and our OIT, our Office of Information Technology, that team has done a tremendous job in making this possible. So this coming week will be the sort of dry running. We'll have a lot of training and opportunity for everybody to get comfortable with the system, and the launch of the rest of the courses online on Monday, April 6th.
Were there any, or how did you guys come to this conclusion to bring it all online?
Well, our orientation is around, we want our students to be, we want them to finish, we want them to carry on. And I think particularly in this kind of quarantine situation, it's to everybody's advantage to be able to continue our educational mission by all other means. And so because we have this opportunity to continue our courses online, it seems sensible. It's certainly happening across the nation and across the world. This is the way that we're dealing with it. I just finished a 2-hour phone meeting with the presidents of all the colleges in the region, including American Samoa, Palau, FSM, Marshall Islands, and the CNMI. And so we were all just talking about all these various issues about how we're shifting to online, how we're dealing with the challenges that this emergency places on all of us. So yeah, we're not alone. Yeah.
And any messages for the students that might find some difficulty in the transition, because sometimes it's easier for students to learn be face to face with professors, have the interaction. Mm-hmm.
So the Moodle format and the online courses can be really quite interactive, and so we encourage all students having difficulty with anything at all to be in contact with their faculty member or any of the resources that we have. So we have advisors, we have financial aid advisors, we have all kinds of people in enrollment management and student success who are there to help students through any of these kinds of difficulties. So I always tell students, even in normal times, that you should take advantage of all of the services that the university offers. And so so taking full advantage of that. And some people find it easier to communicate with faculty members, through email and video conversations, sometimes then making the rounds to office hours. So in some ways, faculty members find that the online format encourages certain kinds of students who might be a little shy about going around to office hour. They're actually more open about asking questions and seeking help. So I think there's great opportunity in doing this, and it's a perfect thing to be doing now.
So you said that this upcoming week will be all trainings, correct? So that's for faculty and students. So how can they be part of that training?
Oh, so they know. So they're in contact with their faculty members, and so that's all part of the schedule and everything. And remember that 15% of the classes were online from before this, so those are all carrying on as normal. So if you're in an online class that was starting in January as an online class, it's carrying on as normal starting Monday the 30th. It's just the courses that were face-to-face that are now going online. Those will have training next week, and then they'll go to the online format starting Monday, April 6th.
On April 6th. Okay. Well, and for those that do have further questions, who can they contact?
The lots of different places to check. So one is our webpage has a lot of information, including a special page that deals with this emergency, the COVID-19 situation, all kinds of advice and connection there. That's important. And then their faculty members would be a perfect place to connect. And also their EMSS, the Enrollment Management and Student Success team, are also important contacts. So it's all the same contacts. It's just reaching them through email and phone instead of in person.
Right, I know. I mean, even myself, I'm getting used to it over here.
Yes, it's all new. Yes.
This past week, yes. But it can be done, right?
It can. Yes, it can. That's right.
Exactly. All right. Any messages for the students that you'd like to put out there right now?
Yeah. So we're committed to helping our students finish. So our educational mission is really all about them and trying to provide the kind of wraparound support. So everybody's aware of how stressful it is to make this kind of shift on the fly. We also recognize all the challenges of being cooped up and that kind of thing. So they're not alone. We're interested in helping them. We're interested in providing the kind of wraparound support to make them successful. So that's our mission. We're happy to be able to focus on them. And so we encourage them to reach out back to us to get the help and answer the questions they have.
Okay, and then just going back in regards to graduation, do you know whenever you guys may have a decision, or it's just still under consideration?
Yeah, so we don't know how long the emergency will go. So I think you're going to find a lot of things like that will be difficult. But yes.
Working as we're going.
And all of I was just talking with all the presidents of all the regional colleges. We're all dealing with that. That is one of the principal questions about how to deal with that. So that's an open question. We'll get it out as soon as we figure it out. So.
All right. Well, thank you again for joining us and providing the information. And best of luck and be safe.
Great. Thanks. You too. Take care.
Thank you.